Hey guys, welcome back once again. On the last layout update video, I had someone, or a fellow YouTuber, request to do a video just kind of doing a walk around of the layout just to get a better perspective, a more holistic perspective of what the room feels like and where things are in relation to each other. So anyway, you can see here's the entrance to the layout room. Off to the left is what'll be a crew lounge when we have operating sessions. We have TV there. And then where we did this half-wall extension, we're actually going to add a desk right here, which will be the dispatcher's desk, where we'll have CTC screens and switch lists and all that good stuff. And then off to the right, if you go down that way, parallel to the wall, or the stairs on the other side, there's a workbench. You can even actually see the staging room from right here as well. But if we go ahead and duck under here, and that will eventually be a drop bridge. It works as a drop bridge, but we solder the tracks over here. But anyway, off this side you can see this is one end of the aisleway, and if you actually go through there, that'll be the staging room, and we'll get there in just a second. But I'm going to come down here and turn around. If you look this way, kind of get a better perspective of where everything is. We still have yet to extend the benchwork along the wall there, and we still have a little bit of benchwork to do on the upper level peninsula too. But as you can see, the aisleway kind of pinches here. We have our narrowest pinch point between the end of the peninsula and our skinny section of track here, and the same will be true on the upper level. We'll kind of have the same sort of pinch point as well. So then coming this way, you can see again, no upper level right now, but eventually we will extend the upper level off of that portion right there. And we're kind of working our way to the yard over here, so we'll have our engine facility there, and our yard lead will go next to our siding and mainline. And there's our sump pump door. You can see the end of the peninsula here, kind of from a better perspective. And then we look that way, just kind of from the other end of the aisleway. And then if we continue walking this way, you can see down below we get into the main classification yard. Actually, it's kind of more down there, but the tracks start to fan out right here. And then up above we have, this is Crawford, Nebraska. And the yard down here is going to be in St. Paul, Minnesota. Off to the right here, this track, or at least down towards the wall there, that's going to be Hager City, Wisconsin. And then above here, on the upper level, this is going to be Belmont, and this is kind of the summit of Crawford Hill. You can see our helper pockets down here, and the helpers will work their way all the way along the upper level. And when they reach the summit up here, they'll cut off the train, and then they'll go along the end of the peninsula, heading down grade all the way down there. They'll loop around on the other side, work their way along the wall, come down, and then they'll wind up back on the in Crawford, Nebraska here, and then they'll park in the helper pocket once again. And then you can see down here, this is our doorway to the staging room. So if we walk back here, you can see the lower staging yard. Clearly there aren't any tracks here, but if you can imagine, we'll have about 10 tracks on the lower level here. They won't hold full-length trains, but it won't really be a problem during operating sessions, since we'll really just double up trains, and we'll have the first half of the train just kind of peek out into the yard there, on where there will eventually be a far track here, and that'll lead to the yard. So the train will just kind of peek out into the yard there, and then back up briefly, and then they'll head out onto the main line. So here you get a perspective from the other end of this aisleway on the yard side of the peninsula. And then again, over here we have our transition level. So on this end, technically this is the lower level as it comes through the wall there, and then on the other end of this transition track, this is technically the upper level as you exit out into Crawford, Nebraska there. And then I should also point out that eventually we will have upper level staging here, just like we do below. So we'll have some big grid framework up here, and then that the upper level main line will come into the staging room in a similar fashion, kind of like the lower level does here, and cut through the wall, curve across, and then fan out into the upper level staging yard. So anyway, that was kind of quick, but I just wanted to do a quick walk around of the layout, so hopefully that gives people a little better perspective of how things are spaced and the size of the room. So if you don't know, the layout is in a 12-foot by 28-foot room, but actually you can see that wall corner there, that end of the layout is only 10 feet wide. So we crammed a lot in here, but I think it works with the space. So, excuse me. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed. We're getting more work done. You can see we actually just got the drywall in here. And hopefully I'll be able to get a little more work done on some track this weekend as well. So, as always, thank you for watching, and be sure to look for more videos soon.